Landmasters enters its next growth phase with a strong sell-through performance, expanding recurring income businesses, and a fresh development pipeline across Visayas, Mindanao, and for the first time, Luzon. In its latest earnings report, CLI posted 10.2 billion pesos in first-half revenue, a 95% sell-through rate across its residential portfolio, and a 50% gross profit margin. The Cebu-based company is also preparing more than 11 project launches worth about 25 billion pesos over the next 6 months as it builds up leasing and hotel operations. With us now for more, the recently appointed president and CEO of Cebu Landmasters Inc., Franco Soberano, live from Cebu. Maayong buntag, Franco, and welcome to the program.
Hi, Maayong buntag, Kathy. Always a pleasure to be here.
And congratulations on your appointment last June. What is it like running the business in Cebu under a national energy emergency, not to mention a slower growing economy and still elevated inflation?
Well, I think I was trained well by our chairman, my father, Joe. It's business as usual for us, but in my 17 years being his junior partner, I've had my share of challenges, and experience is really the best teacher. But there's a lot of opportunity amidst crisis, and that's what we're working around. That's what we're taking advantage of during this difficult climate.
And you're still very much working with Dad because Joe has transitioned to executive chair. What do you think is the most important change that stakeholders should expect under your leadership?
Well, I would say there was a lot of good things going on with my father, or our chairman in charge, and two heads are better than one. So you have basically two soberanos still leading the charge. But as executive chairman, it's a very strategic role that sets the good tone. Then it's really my accountability now to drive the operation, so to drive the results. The first gen dreams it, the second gen grows it. So I'm very motivated. I now have 1,500 people across 20 offices. So it's time to lead. It's time to shine is the key.
And that challenge that now faces you brings us to the first half, because a timing shift caused by delayed licenses to sell is front and center. The revenue nearly fell flat, 10.2 billion. Real estate sales fell 2%. What does the timing issue, though, become an execution risk?
Yeah, I think we take full accountability for it. It's still CLI's job to make sure we comply. It's really the developer's role to handle compliance, and there's a reason for strict compliance so that we protect our homeowners as well. So the good thing is we're very persevere. We've handled this for a long time, and we push forward now. And most of our applications that we are in charge of, we are accountable for, are about to get realized.
So where does that
So the
confidence
timing shift is,
come from, Franco, that the delayed launches can be recovered in the second half?
I think we have to be confident because now the market needs it. Contractors are relying on us, suppliers are relying on us, especially I'm in 20 different cities now. So we have to be confident. And the good thing is there is really no oversupply in my region. In fact, that 95% sell-through rate means that I'm running out of inventory and I need to replenish the inventory, and it's much welcome to the market.
Indeed. So give us maybe some color about consumer behavior given the challenging macro you're now facing. What are you seeing in home buyer affordability, including the mortgage approvals and maybe the reservation cancellations and collections?
Yeah, that's good. And speaking of cancellations, I think this is where our company shines through. We have one of the lowest cancellation rates, around 3% or below. I think it's the quality of our location, the quality of our packaging, and following through on our commitments now that convince buyers to retain their investments. And we saw this during the pandemic, Kathy. That was for me one of the most severe crises when everything stops, and we were able to really manage cancellations well because at the end of the day, housing is an essential. Housing or shelter is essential to every Filipino. It's not just a dream, it's a need. So I think that's why housing becomes resilient during crisis, because the Filipinos' hard-earned investment, they will protect it. And right now, mortgage rates are rising, but they are still hovering at 7%. So mortgages or residential mortgages are, I would say, one of the most resilient mortgages or loans because that's a shelter they need to protect or investment they need to protect.
Right, but how do you stay resilient when household budgets right now are pressured by higher fuel costs? I mean, it also raises your costs from materials to transport
Yes.
to logistics. So, which do you think is the greater risk to the company today? Is it weaker buyer purchasing power or pressure on your 50% gross margin?
No, I think no, it's good. These are very important questions to ask. I would say gross profit will be affected. It will still be profitable, but gross profit will be affected. But this is where our mission, no? We have to uplift lives and contribute meaningfully to nation building. No? So it's our job as developers. How can we make things more affordable then? No? Since as you said, inflationary pressures are affecting households. So it's our job to make our products more attainable, more accessible, more affordable. So there are many ways. Now we improve our terms. We make the offer. We have to be creative, no, to make things more affordable. And I guess that's where CLI is very responsive, because we don't wait 1 year to make adjustments. We do things very instantaneously here.
And you're doing everything instantaneously with those 11 project launches. It's more than 11. Over 5,600 units, about 25 billion pesos in value over the next 6 months. Could you pick and choose which of these launches are most important right now?
I would say those in the affordable and middle market are very important because they usually address an end user, meaning these are not for speculative buyers. These are for buyers who will really use their homes for their families, or for OFWs who invest abroad and they're going to invest these for their families. So I would say the middle market and affordable segment really caters to our main market, which is the end users.
Could you name a couple? I've got on the list maybe Cebu, Mactan, Ormoc, Butuan,
Yeah,
Panglao,
there's a
Davao.
lot. There's a lot there, and we really thank the DSHUD for the support. No? The DSHUD works closely with our team to make sure these projects are well reviewed before they are brought to market. So we're very thankful to the regulator. But basically, we have a mid-rise in Cebu City. We have a new affordable housing in Ormoc. We're going to launch projects in cities near Cebu, like Danao City, Bogo City. Bogo City was affected by a very big earthquake last year. So there's a need for very high quality housing. So we're going to address that need as well. And we also have in Cagayan de Oro, Kathy, we also have in Davao. So I'll be going around a lot to make our chairman very happy
And I
proud.
guess that takes you all the way to Luzon because you're set to enter Luzon through Pasig, not very far away from the studio. Why enter Metro Manila now when consumers are under pressure and the competition here is far more intense?
Very good question, and I can assure you we asked ourselves the same question 2 years ago, but it's part of our growth trajectory. We feel that our generous brand of development should be also experienced, and it's not just because of that. No, Manila is still the biggest market. It has the strongest demographic in terms of the strongest population with higher purchasing power, and while market may be soft now, it won't be soft for a long time. So the opportunity with pre-selling is buyers have 5 to 6 years to do a very affordable installment, and they then purchase really or pay for their homes at the end of the 5th year. So pre-selling market, there's not a lot of new launches. So we see the opportunity to bring a very competitive product in the pre-selling phase. But I can assure you, Kathy, Manila still presents a very bright long-term horizon. There's still a backlog we need to address, and it's real, no? And it's for developers like us to see that opportunity now.
Oh, we'll see you soon here in Metro Manila. Daghang salamat,
Yeah, I'll see you soon.
Franco
I'll be in your
Soberano,
studio.
President and CEO of Cebu Landmasters, Inc.